Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, a fun way to support the channel is by leaving a like, by leaving a comment, or by subscribing if you have not already done so. All these things do help with my YouTube algorithm rankings. Don't forget to check out my other channel called Money Rules. I have new videos roughly normally every Tuesday and every Friday. There's a new video coming today. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. At the moment, there's like a smidge of optimism in the cryptocurrency space. It says Bitcoin bounces back above $42,000. Will altcoins follow soon? No one knows. However, yeah, we have bounced back. I think we fell to around, what is it, 38,912 something or other very weird number in Bitcoin just a couple of days ago. Apparently, people are starting to buy Bitcoin again because they realized the price was a little bit too low. And I guess this is where the optimism is flowing from. It says technical analysis, Bitcoin bounces to 42,000. Why Bitcoin could recover to 43,500. Yeah, that's if, prices continue going up higher, then Bitcoin's price is also going to move there as well. Ethereum prints a bullish technical pattern. Why a close above 3,200 is critical. I assume it has to do with if it closes above 32, it can go to 33. Not really sure. You notice I joke a lot on this channel, but I always find it very funny when they're literally doing nothing, when they're just going sideways. We get very little price news because the people writing the articles and other technical analyzers have no idea where prices are actually going to go. But if there's a tiny little bump in prices, the optimism in the news ends up flowing all over the place. What is this one? Ethereum's price to rise above $3,700 by the end of January. Wow. That's a look into the future. Here's what traders can expect for quarter one of 2022. It's another bunch of predictions that no one knows is actually going to happen. But yeah, at the moment, the market is looking quite optimistic. There are a couple of altcoins that have moved up by 7%, 8%. The random odd extra push as Bitcoin has moved up by 1.5% in the same exact time. This one says, Mike Novogratz, who is the CEO of Galaxy Digital, has said that Bitcoin has hit the bottom, as in the bottom price, as in we should only technically, according to analysts, be moving up from here. We spoke about 3 days ago that a lot of people were saying that 38,000 to 40,000 was the bounce off point, if you will. And now from here, we should only be looking at $42,000 as like the saving grace number. If we can pass by 42,000 and remain above there over the course of a 24-hour period, that should be sufficient enough for us to be moving back up in price. Mike Novogratz is not the only person to echo this. It's just simply he was the more popular one in the news this morning, discussing that Bitcoin's price was probably not going to go any lower. On top of that as well, kind of weird. Stocks are also looking like they're bouncing back as well, showing that there relatively is, I guess, probably some type of a weird correlation between the U.S. stock market and also the cryptocurrency market, as it appears that people have forgotten a day and a half later as to what the people from the Fed have said, and therefore, Anyway, so that's basically all the price news right now. The European stock market, ironically enough, is actually going down, or things are moving and trending downwards, as interest rates are shocking people. And apparently, you probably didn't know this, the Eurozone is also having their own inflation problems as well. Yeah, I know, it's really crazy, right? So yeah, that's all the price news. We will see where this market takes us, especially by the end of the week. There's no actual mega indication, like Bitcoin isn't currently pumping by 8, 9, 10, 15.5%, but we will eventually get to that point, at least I believe so. And then we'll have nothing but great news until some other person from the SEC or the Fed or some other letter combination comes forward and says something negative about Bitcoin and then prices fall again. because that's how the cycle always works. Anyway, that's all the price news. What is this one? Wait, what's this one? What's that? Okay, yeah, okay. Alrighty. Let's move on. Next up, in the most popular news story of the day, I'm not sure why this exclusively was the most popular news story of the day, but alas, here we are. NASDAQ-listed Canadian cryptocurrency mining firm Bitfarms has announced it has invested $43.2 million in Bitcoin after the price of Bitcoin dropped around 12% in the first week of this year, in a bid to increase the amount of Bitcoin that the company holds. According to a press release, Bitfarms has published it purchased a total of 1,000 Bitcoin, with the funds in a move that saw it increase its Bitcoin holdings 30% to over 4,300 Bitcoin that are, at press time, worth around $180 million. Bitfarms founder and CEO Emiliano Grotsky was quoted saying the company's goal is to accumulate... This is my favorite part. He said that the company's goal is to accumulate the most Bitcoin for the lowest cost. What? And the fastest amount of time for the benefit of their shareholders. For those of you who are maybe a bit confused, he doesn't want to accumulate the least amount of Bitcoin in the shortest amount of time to not benefit their shareholders. Why he felt the need to say that, I'm not really sure. Anyway, it's kind of like, what was that other company a couple of weeks ago who was like, yeah, we're making sure that we do this to give our customers the best experience. And I'm like, oh, you don't want your customers to leave and for your company not to make money? Well, I guess that logically makes a lot of sense. Anyway, for some reason, I'm not half joking. This was here's the press release. This is the most popular news story of the day. Why a company who has bought Bitcoin? I mean, so I get, of course, the significance of them buying more Bitcoin. Got it. You know, this is now, what is that, 20, 30, 40,000 people on the planet who will never be able to own an entire Bitcoin because of this one purchase. Significant. But, you know, they're not the only ones buying out there. This was super popular. I want to understand why. Even sometimes if we get like you see how like I'm still clicking the tabs, right? Even if sometimes we get like MicroStrategy news or some other Kathy Woods Bajur type of company buying tons of Bitcoin news, it gets like, you know, maybe one article. This one had like 17 across multiple websites. So anyway, I don't know if that made you excited for the future, but yeah, Bitfarms has purchased more Bitcoin to start the year off. Most popular news story of the day, even beating out another one, which I really thought was going to be the most popular one. So yeah, let's move on. Next up, Disney has been approved for a patent that would create personalized interactive attractions for theme park visitors. The technology would facilitate headset-free augmented reality attractions at Disney theme parks. For those of you who are maybe your ears twitching as you're hearing this, if you've watched one of the other videos on my other channel, I explained, I tried to go into detail. Many of you probably already know that Disney is definitely in the Metaverse NFT space, and this is, you know, kind of just the follow-up to it. The tech would work by tracking visitors using their mobile phones and generating and projecting personalized 3D effects onto nearby physical spaces, walls, and objects in the park. And before any of you go completely insane wondering why it would be tracking you with their mobile phones, just going, you know, here's some logic. Your phone is always tracking you. Don't know if you know that. I had that conversation with a couple of other people before who said that they didn't like institutions, companies tracking them, and I'm like, you are allowing them to also track you at all times because you're using your smartphone. Just going to throw that out there. Everything you buy, everything you see, everything you look at, everything you have walked by, you know, you can actually find all that data in your computer as your phone is a computer as well. So I mean, but also logically, they would probably have to follow you around the park to give you a personalized experience, because they can't just, have stuff like... Anyway, the entertainment giant was approved for a virtual world simulator in a real-world venue, patent on the 28th of December last year. It was originally filed to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office in July of 2020. Seems like quite a while ago. The metaverse has been largely imagined as existing on the internet. Well, yeah, it's going to be. Accessed using virtual reality or AR headsets. However, the technology proposed by Disney would bring the metaverse to the physical world. That's still on the internet. I don't know why people keep confusing that one point. It's still going to, like, the internet can exist outside of a box. Like, it doesn't just have to be on our phone or on a computer. It can still be on a... This is not the first time Disney has indicated its interest in the metaverse. During the company's fourth quarter earnings call in November of last year, CEO Bob Chapek said the firm is preparing to blend physical and digital assets in the metaverse. So, this was the third most popular news story. I assume this would be the number one, as a lot of people are quite giddy about this. And will there be some type of a tie-in with a very popular app? Maybe. I mean, it seems completely logical. So yeah, I tried to tell all of you this in October, where all of this is going. Every major company has already made or is preparing to make their own metaverse. Inside of said metaverse, or in the metaverse in general, there will be NFTs. NFTs are not simply pieces of art. They can be basically anything. So get prepared for the future, because I still think that a lot of people don't really know completely exactly what's coming. I would recommend Ready Player One, but that movie agitates me sometimes. Like, and then remember, like, the very end of the movie where, like, all the stuff was going on, not spoiling it. It was just a lot. Like, I don't think my brain was ready for all that. Anyway, that's the Disney is already making NFTs and is making a metaverse. So get ready, boys and girls, because Disney World's about to get more Disneyer. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, also this was kind of popular, but I mean, sure, why not? It says boomers are getting into cryptocurrencies. That's a little rude. I mean, whatever. Bill Miller is getting into her cryptocurrencies, and he's changing the narrative. It says the veteran now has 50% of his wealth in Bitcoin. I don't know if he's an actual veteran. I don't know who writes half of these articles. Bill Miller, chairman of Legg Mason Capital Management, has given the public a rare insight into his portfolio. He let the cat out of the bag, wow, in a recent interview with Wealth Track, where he also gave the rationale for his large Bitcoin holdings. Miller revealed in the course of the interview that he made his first Bitcoin purchase back in 2014. Does that ring any bells? You realize that every single rich person who we've heard from before has for some reason mentioned 2014 as the time that they got into crypto. We even had, I'm certain I think it was the NASDAQ. I think it was the head of the NASDAQ who said that they were looking into crypto since 2014 as well. So I personally believe this is why a lot of the Bitcoin is kind of off the table, because they've simply been buying for a while. Back in 2014, when it was trading at around $200, after listening to a speech by Wences Caesars, popularly known as Patient Zero in Bitcoin circles, that is not a good name. Miller was convinced by Caesar's speech on how inflation and government policies eroded his family's wealth in Argentina. It says Bitcoin can't be touched by the government. It's a peer-to-peer, decentralized, independent network. It's a ledger that records every transaction. It's public. It's immutable. That is a cryptocurrency, not the thing that PayPal's doing, not the thing that even China's doing, which for some reason is all over the news. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm not going to show you an article from it in this video or any other video. What's the name of it? Their popular social media app in China, for some reason, is now integrating the digital currency from the government. And everyone's like, wow, this is huge. And it's like, no, the government told them to do so. Please read a book, watch the internet, just do something with your time. I don't know how people really don't understand what's happening in that country. It's really, really odd. the fact that people don't know and also what's happening there. Anyway, yeah, for some reason, Bill Miller, I don't remember if we spoke about this man before. Like, I am completely, honestly, just not sure. Apparently has announced that 50% of his wealth is in Bitcoin, and I believe the other half is in Tesla stock. Yeah, no, Amazon stock. It's an Amazon stock. So cool. If Bitcoin goes up to $1 million, he's probably going to be near trillionaire status. I don't know exactly how many Bitcoin he has. I've seen other articles talking about this particular article and the normal mantra of, hey, you should only be investing 1 to 2% of your wealth into any given asset as you are looking to diversify. But we are seeing a huge amount of rich individuals on the planet who are announcing that they hold 10%, 25%, whatever the actual number might be of their wealth in Bitcoin. I assume, once again, a lot of this probably had to do with if they bought $1 million worth of Bitcoin a couple of years ago, and that's now ballooned to $480 million, you know, it's now taking up a larger portion of their wealth bucket. Yeah, this was also kind of popular news. I think anytime that we get news that a rich person has huge amounts of Bitcoin or has purchased huge amounts of Bitcoin or is in possession of large amounts of crypto, you know, it makes the headlines. So yeah, wonderful. I'm glad he's rich and still rich. You know, that's great for his life. Anyway, that's the Bill Miller news. And let's move on. And to finish things off, in the second most popular news story of the day, my goodness, Tesla owners are now mining crypto using the power of their cars. Wow! The electronic vehicle company is arguably the most recognizable name in the electronic vehicle industry and has found major success in the space, making it the biggest EV player. Incredible. Nevertheless, the number of Tesla owners has continued to grow, and these vehicles are definitely not cheap. Some of these owners have begun to find ways to make extra money using their vehicles and have landed on using the electricity stored in the vehicle's battery to mine for crypto. That's incredible. A recent report from CNBC has shed light on a new crypto mining method that electronic vehicle users are now employing to bring in extra money each month. Please, I implore you, do not do this, because I'm pretty sure that it voids any warranty or guarantee that you might have on your car. The report follows Siraj Raval, who shared his journey and method for using his Tesla to mine for crypto using a 2018 Tesla Model 3. Raval had managed to mine crypto using his Apple Mac mining M1 by plugging his computer into an invert that is connected to the 12-volt power socket in his car's, geez Louise, which serves as the main power source for his mining activities. Fantastic. CNBC also reported that the electric vehicle owner hooked up interconnected graphic processing units, or GPUs, to the frunk, I assume that's front trunk, of his Tesla, running these machines off the car's internal battery. Basically, by doing this, Raval does not have to pay electricity. There's a lot going on. Oh yeah, this activity puts the owner at risk of voiding the car's warranty. I mean, unless you don't care about your car or the warranty, you know, have at it. This was so popular that I tried to run away from it. Have you ever seen those like dystopian movies, like where someone's running through the forest trying to get away from the robots? That was basically me. Anytime we get Tesla news, or like, I mean, if Tesla and Bitcoin are in the same article, people completely lose their minds. If Elon Musk even mentions crypto, not even the word crypto, he light breath at the end, the market usually ends up going crazy. So the fact that people know now, this was very popular news, that you can use electricity to mine crypto, which you could not do before, just for reference. There was no way on the planet to be able to use electricity before to mine Bitcoin. This is the first time this has ever happened. So this is why it's very big news. But yeah, apparently, making $800 a month. This is someone else. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. Are other people going to do this? You bet your gosh darn rear end, because that's how the world works. And then other people are going to make YouTube videos about it and talk about how they did it. And then eventually we're going to have I'm going to say like a year and a half. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to have voided voided their warranty and then get really upset with Tesla. Why didn't you tell me about this, bro, when they knew gosh darn well that they shouldn't have done it? So yeah, I'm not sure if it's because it's a Tesla, probably. I'm not sure if it's because it's $800 a month. I feel like, I don't know. Is this electricity free? Is that how it works? I am not a Tesla owner. If you are a Tesla owner or have a knowledge about this, is the electricity for free? Because it seems like it would completely make it irrelevant. $800 per month. Let's see. 40,000, 4,400, one. So he's getting around 2 million Satoshis per month. Okay, not bad. If we go to dollar parity with Satoshi, he's making, I guess it's all about the future. Anyway, that's the Tesla, mining, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, camera, phone, people, buying cars news. I didn't forget. Hold on. I didn't forget. And let's move on. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters, Professor Wally from Gunbot University, How's Life Austin, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified, and let's move on. Chris, Hakeem Wilkins, Empire Queen, Stake It With Valor, FUDWISER, Mortified, Roman Geba, Bitcoin Ben, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Red Plump Tomato, Umnu, Wish Nikki, the letter M, Not Brain, Captain something in the Z-Waylay. Why is it not Brain? Captain something in the Z-Waylay, Crypto Black Sheep, AJ Cut 5, Speedy 655, and Carlos was like, Mo Barazi, Joe Shaw Show, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grollet, Lauren De Silva, Quoted Biddy, Bare Bones Mining, Troy Allgood, Space Case, Nita Miracle, Paternoster, Conan Don't Skip Leg Day, Snacky Chan, Tolik Banan, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Utopia 569, Forgot to take a breath. Moonman High, XRP, Martin Story, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Mohammed Maruni, Master Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cole D3D, Damien, Setsuna, Richie Richard III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavoti, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, Hitch Test Every Day, and Kyle Skips Leg Day, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Macho Nisa on Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Balado Bastos. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to all the new Patreon members. Hello. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel who clicked the little join button below. Thank you to everyone who is a clicker of affiliate links. Thank you to everyone who left a comment, who left a like, who left a subscribe. I thank thee. At the moment, Bitcoin is currently at 41,953.33 US dollars. It is up by 0.51%. Binance coin is up by 2.4%. Fun. Luna's up by 1.9. The other coins are like up, down, kind of in a certain way. Near Protocol is up by 11. Cosmos is up by 5. FTT is up by 1. Yeah. All right. We'll see where the rest of the week goes. We'll see if Bitcoin's gonna keep Bitcoining and finally move up. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, supporting, listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.